had a bad relationship at all. So where do those rumors come from, and what's the truth with the departure of Max Kellerman from First Take?
Well, the rumor's accurate in terms of me wanting him off the show. Let's get that out the way. Yes, I did. Um, we don't have a bad relationship. I think he's a real good guy. I appreciate what he did for the show. We were number one for 5 years. We stayed number one, and I appreciate that. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the work that goes into doing the show every single day. And the reality is that we have 15 segments a day, 75 segments a week, um, over 3,000 takes a year. In the 9 years that I've been on First Take, I've given over 33,000 takes. And what a lot of people don't realize is that not just the work that goes into that, but also the fact that it's a chemistry that you have, and sometimes it just stalls. And the audience lets you know that it is what it is, and you feel the need for something fresh. You feel the need to retool. And the reason why I'm unapologetic about my position is that, number one, there's no knock against him personally, his professionalism, his work ethic, and all of that other stuff, his talent. It's not like I wanted the guy to be fired or anything like that. I knew that there were landing spots for him available at this network that would generate just as much, if not more, revenue for him and all of that other stuff. And it wasn't really about asking him to be off the show. It was about the fact that I knew that we together, as far as I was concerned, was not a great partnership anymore. And that was something that needed to change. And we cover the world of sports. And this is where I maybe I stand on an island all by myself in saying this, but I'm absolutely flabbergasted that people would react the way that they do in terms of stuff like this, because we cover the world of sports. Yes, Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Pete, Ebro, they're an aberration because they're returning all 22 starters and their entire coaching staff and all of that stuff. And
Right.
John Madden did that as well. But when you're trying to win and win for a long period of time, you don't stand still. Championship squads change all the time. And so for me, I remember in 2012 where First Take was on the verge of cancellation, and Skip Bayless asked me to come on board. And I come on board, and a month later, we go number one. That 9 years ago. And we were number one for 4 years. And then Max comes on board, and we number one for 5 years. Well, that means I've been number one for 9 years. It means I got a pretty good idea about what I'm doing when it comes to this show and what's necessary in order for it to work. And so for me, when I first spoke to Max about stuff years ago, I said, Joe, man, we doing this more than 3 years together. It's a problem, because I'm always looking to expand, to move on, to diversify my portfolio and to make things happen. And you'll be hard pressed for me to say to you after 3 years, we should be together for longer than that. Let's ride this wave.
Hello, everyone. This is Al Kabir, the analyst, and today I will be talking. Stephen A. Smith admitted he wanted Max Kellerman off the show, but this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Um, Keep this short and sweet. It makes sense. It makes sense. Stephen A. Smith was dropping jewels. Salute to Hot 97 for getting this interview, but he was dropping jewels. Like, look, we was number one. Stephen A. Smith, he was number one for 9 years with Skip Bayless and with Max Kellerman. But it was just something off about their chemistry. Stephen A. Smith missing days. Stephen A. Smith didn't even show up to the Max Kellerman last day. He didn't get him fired from the network, but he really didn't want him on First Take anymore. He's seen it. It was getting stale. I ain't watched First Take in a very long time. I watched clips here and there, but I ain't watched First Take in a very long time. And it's not because of Max, and it's not because of Stephen A. Smith. The chemistry was off. When they first got together, I watched it, but to me, Skip and Shannon is better. I'm not gonna lie, Skip and Shannon is a much better show. It was just something off about Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith. I mean, mind you, they probably was number one because ESPN is the biggest network for sports. But if you watch Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and you watch them, it's not the same. Max Kellerman was known for making the headlines for saying something crazy like the Iguodala thing, his Kobe takes, his Tom Brady takes. Like, I mean, it made headlines, but the chemistry was just not there. And Stephen A. Smith is dropping jewels, but once again, salute to Hot 97. I would encourage you to watch the whole interview. It was very good. But once again, we made this short and sweet. And I'm happy Stephen A. Smith stuck to his word. He said that he was going to come back on Hot 97 once the Max Kellerman thing or the rumors were over with. And he came back and discussed what was going on. So salute to Stephen A. Smith, salute to Hot 97 for getting this interview, and I would encourage you to watch it. But what do you think and how do you feel about Stephen A. Smith wanting Max Kellerman off the show? But this is Al Kabir, the analyst. Ghost.